Hey everybody, it's Wednesday morning. It looks like we're going to put tile on hold for a few days while the homeowner sorts out what kind of layout he wants in the shower enclosures, which is fine. The painters are upstairs. I'll take you on a hot lap. They're starting to lay out some of the final colors in these flats. We had a last minute change, which is always fun when you think you're going one direction and then they change their mind. Originally we had these old mortise-tin locks. These are the lock cartridges with these wonderful glass knobs. I don't know if you can tell or not. These are out of a sunroom and they're actually purpled. The ultraviolet changes the glass to kind of a bluish purple. And I think I have 2, 4, 6, 8 doorknobs that have a really neat purpling to them, bluish purple to them. But anyway, they decided they don't want to use these. These are wonderful glass doorknobs. So that changed things, of course, and they don't want to spend the money to replace the doors because the doors, these single panel shaker doors, are a couple $100 a piece plus the cost of me to cut in the hinges and drill holes and stuff. So they want to keep the old doors. So I went through yesterday and I pulled off all these lock sets. So I got a whole 5-gallon bucket there full of glass doorknobs and these cartridges. I think there's got to be at least 2 dozen. I haven't counted yet. Not all of them had glass knobs, but I think I've got enough lock sets for a couple dozen. And I'm going to clean these up, take the paint off, clean the brass up, sell them. People like these. If anything, they like these old glass knobs. So if you're in the market for a couple dozen matching sets. Anyhow, so then what I'm tasked to do, here's what I'm tasked to do. I've got to fill the holes in the door. This is where the doorknob went in. This is where the lock hole. And I'll show you upstairs. So basically what I do is I just fill the hole with wood. I've employed my table saw and my chop saw over there to build blocks that replicate this. And basically this block replicates the body of the lock. And then these little pieces here will replicate the face.
So this is all I need. The doctor, no junk, no junk. Blue tape, blue for painting, glue, blocks. Very good blocks. I like it. Okay. It's a bad impression of the doctor. Sorry, CW. Oh no.
So this is kind of the long and short of how to fill these holes. I put my gloves back on because this PL glue, this crap, does not come out of your skin for several days. So now I have all the holes filled in the doors. This is what I use. This Elmer's Carpenter's wood filler. Look at that. Ooh. Sands easily to a smooth finish. That's very true. Throw that in the garbage. And it dries really fast. Let's go upstairs and take a look. The painter kept opening his trap this morning when the owner was here. He kept talking about Bondo. Bondo, Bondo. I hate Bondo on this stuff. And the reason why, I'll tell you why. Here's kind of the initial coat. I'll walk around and talk and walk, walk and talk. The problem that I get with Bondo is that it's such a hard, it dries very, and it's not Bondo like Bodywork Bondo. The company Bondo puts out a house filler, they call it. It's a 2-part, it looks and smells very similar to Bondo, like you would use on your cars, but it's a little different color. But nonetheless, that stuff dries so friggin' hard. This is the color for the entryway. It dries so hard, it's very hard to sand. And an important thing on sanding is you don't want your patch material to be harder than the material that you're patching. And these are all nice soft Doug-fir doors, and you put a rock hard patch on it as you're trying to sand down your patch. All you're doing is eating away the door and not actually sanding the patch. And the whole theory behind a patch is that you don't want to see a big cookie there once you paint. You want your patch to feather out to the backing or whatever the back material is, in this case the doors. So the purpose of sanding is actually to take your patching material, feather the edges so you don't see a cookie on there once you paint. And if you use Bondo, man, all you end up doing is sanding down more door than you do the patch, and it's always high. So I had to kick that dude in his shins and tell him to shut his mouth. Ah, the irony of life. Part of this video earlier I talked about how Bondo sucks. And look what I had to use. Bondo. I had it in my truck because I have it in my truck. Let's go upstairs. I'll show you where I had to use this. And that's where I used the Bondo. there was a mail slot there. And the owner wants to delete the mail slots on the door and put a mailbox on the sidewall by the garage. So that one, and then there was the other mail slot there. I cut filler pieces for it, and then because they're exterior, and I kind of had a little gap to bridge on some of them, I used that Bondo because that stuff doesn't shrink. So there you go, the irony of construction. One minute I'm telling you this stuff sucks, the next minute I got to use it. Nice. Horn blows. There's the downstairs bath with the light floor. These are the colors they picked for down here. Not nice. Look how sloppy these painters are. These guys are ass hats. Fucking guys. Let's go upstairs and see how sloppy they are up there. Here's the front room. I think I already panned the front room in a previous video. I'll do a quick hop up here. Downstairs is the same kind of green. There's the doors. There are the door patches. Pretty easy tomorrow. Actually, I won't be here the next couple days, so this is kind of your week update. W-E-E-K week. I got some other work to do on another job I've got to get done. It's a couple days. Look at these idiots. Blow out the baseboard. Leave the freaking windows open. Lights on, windows open. If I don't hear babysit. This is the floor, the dark brown floor. And I think we shut it. Yeah, I think those are going to be some sort of combination of tile. They haven't figured it out yet. I got some glass tile. I got to inlay some color, and then that's what the basis or the bulk of the shower is going to be. That's what they got. At least it doesn't smell in here anymore. That's the first coat of the green in the kitchen, which is going to kind of go with the green. Look at how these guys loaded up the tape. It's been a long time since I worked for a painting contractor, but I always, well, I shouldn't say always, I rarely loaded the tape up with that much paint. But that's on them. They screw up my crown molding. Look at all that. Sloppy. Assets. All of them. Good golly. Oh well. What you gonna do? That is all.